with that being said, and my invitation for you to practice consent with yourself, I want to take a moment for all of us to breathe together. Is everybody down with that?
Yes.
Cool. So I like to do 3 breaths, and then I feel very centered, and then we'll begin the show. Okay? This first artist needs not much of an introduction, but they'll tell you a little bit more about what's going on. Everybody give a big round of applause to Olive, and keep it going until they get on stage, yeah?
Is it that one or this one? This one? Okay, am I in it? You're talking. Okay, I'm in it. Okay. Hi, I'm Olive. The piece I'm gonna do today is Trauma Bible, and there's been a couple installations of Trauma Bible, like over the past couple of years. It's weird that it's only been 2 years since I've started Trauma Bible. It's kind of a piece that grows with me. And last night I did Trauma Bible, and I kind of came to the realization that it's something that's going to be with me for the rest of my life. And it's my child, so it's basically my diary. That's how it started out, a series of entries that I did while I was working, while I was teaching, because I'm a teacher. But yeah, I'm gonna start reading some stuff. But I wanted to start off with, I've never hurt a man, but I want to, and I hope you can tell that I want to. And I've never killed a man, but I want to, and I hope you can tell that I want to. I tried to organize today, but it might not work out the way I thought it would. The first time I saw a dead body was at the end of Burr Street in East St. Paul. It didn't seem at all that abnormal to me in my 10-year-old brain. I was far from fearful. I felt a deep kind of serenity. I look back now on that moment, and it's filled with trauma. I've witnessed multiple people die at my feet. I'm always found lingering at the outskirts of death, but never within his grasp. He was 7 feet tall, and he weighed 106 pounds. He sported a set of long, gangly arms heavily, and on the end of each arm, he toted a hard and heavy fist, which he used to destroy worlds. His shoe size was 17, and his pant size a measly 19 by 23. He liked his pants short, so he could show off his trendy sock choices. He drove a 2001 Chrysler. It was rusted and broken, but so was he. He ate children for lunch and young men for dinner. His breakfast, cornflakes. This next page is dated to February 19th, 2018, and it's a short list of things that I shouldn't eat. Pens, markers, pennies, dimes, nickels, toys, squishies, slime, mold or stale food, slime again, burnt food, glue, super glue. I had to specify because I thought that it would be okay if I just had a little bit of super glue, so I thought I'd specify. Paint chips, plastic bits, hanger bits, paper, toilet tissues, facial tissues, decorative tissue, fabric. And then there's some asterisks, and it says, important, don't eat string. I'm going to read some from the more recent trauma Bible. The one that I was just reading from was my 2018-2019 trauma Bible. In my dream, I was both of us. I was you, but I was me. What a dream. I live in a cloud. I see birds, I see planes, I see rainbows. I'm with others just like me. I think and think and think and think and think. I kiss you in a dirty car, food trash and napkins. My hands are dirty and in your pants. Your pants are dirty around your ankles. I'm with others just like me. I live in a cloud. June 2020. Flowers rain over me, and I outstretch my arms. I'm covered. I'm safe in this warmth. I look at the clock 3 times. I look at your sleeping lips. They quiver as they would upon receiving a kiss, one lighter than air. I touch your face and quickly recoil, stunned by your angelic beauty. You become art in my aerospace museum. Is this flight? Are we aviation? I soar fast between buildings, lower than I ought, in this impossible flight. I'm cloaked in hellfire. I look at your sleeping face. I look at the clock. I close my eyes and burn hotter, feeling my own flesh, tender enough to fall off the bones. You roll over in your sleep, moaning softly as you do. I look at the clock. I look at your hands. My fire dies defiantly, and my flight has ended. I mouth your name, barely a whisper. I hear birds. I look at the clock. And I wanted to read a journal entry from February 12th, 2019. I'm at my tech rehearsal. I'm nervous. I'm scared. I feel like I'm re-traumatizing myself. I'm on my medication, so it's gonna be okay. I haven't been to therapy in a month. I'm off the rails. I'm floating in the middle. I'm writing in blue. My bank account is at $3.07. The time is 6:53 p.m. I'm having psychotic urges. I want to hurt something, someone. I feel like retaliating against my abusers. I want to hunt them down and eat their eyes out of their skulls. I want to kill and I want to fight. I'm in a meeting with Rich and Matthew, which were my coworkers at the time, about our upcoming workshops. I have $3.03 still. I'm on my meds and I feel in love. That's I think that's all I'm willing to read from Trauma Bible tonight. But there's a lot, like everything that is in the Trauma Bible is also online. But I wanted to close out by saying, I've never hurt a man, but I want to. And I hope you can tell that I want to. And I've never killed a man, but I want to. And I hope you can tell that I want to. Thank you.
Hello, the ghosts are playing around. Test the mic. Okay. It's fun. I can hear myself. Something.
Might be the mask.
Hello, testing.
It's on.
Thanks for tuning in. We are live from Minneapolis from a live art show called Flores Oscuras.
Testing the mic. Okay.
A horror show on the weekend of Halloween here in 2020.
Testing. Now, hey, okay, there we go. Okay. Test. Good. I wonder what poltergeist I made mad today. Anyway, thank you so much for sharing, Olive. Everybody, can we please give another round of applause to Olive? Yep. That's... Try this one again? Okay. So I'm going to go grab another microphone, and maybe it's the microphone. Where's the other black one?
We just heard from the first performer of the night, Olive. Who performed
Okay,
from
yeah.
With Trauma Bible.
And that was City of Minneapolis with Emergency Medical Services with a brief intermission.
Mic show.
Okay, so it is the chord, but that's okay. We just won't take this mic off the stand. That one we can take off the stand. Anyway, to go on with this show, I think it's really important to share about the darkest parts of our lives. You know, it's a form of healing. So I'm very grateful for Olive for sharing their trauma Bible and maybe reminding us to check in with ourselves and write a little more. Next person come up to the stage, I've known for a few years now. We both started doing comedy around the same time, and when I heard him do comedy for the first time, I just felt like I had to get to know him. So I started inviting him out to shows to perform, so I could see more of his comedy and get to know him a little bit. Eventually, we ended up performing at the same shows, and even going to Wisconsin. And that's when I invited him to be a co-producer of Upper Performing Arts. This next person is going to be doing a comedy set, so feel free to laugh, do belly laughs, chuckles, show a little bit of joy, right? Everybody give it up for Comrade Tripp.
How's everyone doing so far? Okay, you don't have to brag about it. It must be nice for you. Yeah. Known Zochi a couple of years. I'm originally from St. Cloud. I hope that you've never heard of it. It's pretty terrible. It's too big to be a small town, but too small to be a big city. But it has like the benefits of both. Like, it has the boredom and racism of a small town and the traffic and racism of the big city. It has like a melting pot of racism. It's like when I'm walking down the street at night, people will ask me for drugs before they cross to the other side of the road. They'll apologize whilst they're touching my hair without asking. It's very progressive. It's like if Colin Powell was a place, just... Colin Powell was in Minnesota. Help me,
So, do you want to have him on the other mic?
Having some technical difficulties with the sound out here tonight. Could be because of the temperature.
Switch on.
Can I do it? Can you hear me now? I just assumed that I just wasn't funny, so.